After over 2 years, the PGRU finally makes its triumphant return. The world has changed a lot in these past 2 years, and our Smash events are no different. To account for the difficulties of travel in a post-lockdown world, the PGRU has changed from a global ranking to a regional one. This time, we'll be going through Europe, which includes players who attended at least 2 major events or 1 major event and 2 regional events. The time period includes events from March 1st, 2022 through June 13th, 2022, a period beginning with Smash Ultimate Summit 4 and ending with Battle of BC 4. Now, we at Panda Global and PGstats are proud to reveal to you the top 50 players in Europe. First, we start with Area 51. These 5 players just barely missed the cut for the top 50 and deserve congratulations for a solid season.
Me acerco, te hago weak punish con armas y te mato.
Yo veo un point. He can lose the stock without losing too much. Going high there with the up air again.
Coming out from Griffith. The push between off stage. He needs to take this stock soonish. There's the up smash!
There it is.
Equalize!
But like getting nothing out of it. And it's only 14% Reno, where it's at 120 and Reno calling out.
Up smashes could be the death of him, getting some Siskiy vibes here from that out of field game, but the back air is gonna...
You can read more about these players at the first link in the description below. And now, on to the top 50.
Oh là là, tu te prends 2 forward air au stage et puis voilà, ça conclut la stock.
On en parlait des faire off stage de Bowser, on n'en avait pas vu et là...
Oh bah ouais, voilà, ouais, rien à faire, voilà, c'est bon.
Whatever. And no way. No way.
They're poking at each other, waiting for one of them to give. Who will give first is the question, and see what they're doing? Oh, that's gonna do it!
Oh no! And
Sichtliches Bugges gegen die Winde.
Oh, und killt das?
Oh, das killt tatsächlich schon.
Dejarla en esa posición le cubre el get up. Y es que es eso. En el game 1.
absolutely nuts. 130.
Oh, these extensions are disgusting.
It's just gonna be insane, isn't it? Like, poor guy.
Loading, adapting on that platform situation, using the...
Best of revenges.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he has no jump.
No jump.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he knew! He knew!
Oh, Österreich falliert leider. Ja, Instant Switch.
Got that whole stock in hand. Shanique was early on the air-to-air interaction. Got the leisure, got the up air. Shanique wins Tea Party.
Okay, Paris the first hit. No kill.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
Punished on the
oh my.
Poco a poco va desgranando porcentaje, pero sigue estando en desventaja, ¿lo ves?
Absolutamente, y bueno, ahora tiene que...
¡Cuidado la
No blade beam this time though, I was looking out for it. Hurry, now guys at the ledge, gets the back air and swats him away, man.
Yes, that is definitely him.
Oh, the finishing touch, man.
Je l'avais ici. Oh, ça part tellement loin. Le full rage, full aura. Ça fait si peur. Mozai stall. Mozai il va même le...
There's gonna be some random nair killing now. There's a down smash. That's it.
En medio de borde. Carretilla para meterla. El mix-up atrás. Es el mix.
force out the shield pressure, and instead Phoenix goes high. Be reversing back onto the platform. Back air just missing, but there's only...
In a really tricky spot, he's trying really hard to keep Nero's out. But instead, getting grabbed, getting up throw funded.
Attack! And we're seeing the push!
He's living!
This is so scary.
It's a mountain still to climb here. He just goes with the raw one! And it's beautiful! Take it!
For more on players 50 through 31, head over to pgstats.com via the second link in the description below. Now, let's move on to players 30 through 11.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
So weird. That was the weirdest.
On this set, Space obviously looking to avoid any further damage, but a
C'est pas terminé. C'est fini. Et c'est terminé. Et Pgru.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know who this is going to go for. Retreating back to get the up smash, but no Luma there for the coverage.
There. That's it, baby.
This could be it. Just barely off the mark. Ogi not letting off any of this pressure. Gets a down tilt. He's going way out there with the back here.
Il n'est pas passé très loin, mon cher Doc. Oh, la conversion, elle était monstrueuse. Hein. Si ça passait,
c'est mort.
c'était bon.
Oh, c'est mort.
Et bah voilà.
Avec la rage.
Wie will Larry Lure das noch zurückholen?
Und der Spaß, meine Güte! Und das ist der Stock! Das ist GG, das killt! Das killt! Daki steht beim Chart!
Ça n'a pas détruit!
Eh non, mais ça arrive.
Ah oui, peut-être parce qu'il a... C'est pas... Aïe 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 aïe!
Make it back like it from yes he can. Grenade in Kelly's hands. But that's not gonna get on the top.
Okay, gets 3 up tilts. Doesn't look for the 4th though. Gosh. Kind of juggling him in the air. Taunt with the stun.
Amazing!
we're off ledge now, but as soon as you give Lugi the stage...
Oh! And
it's not!
What kind of combo was that? What kind of magic was that? Oh my god, speaking of magic. It's not gonna close this. Speaking of magic.
Oh!
Not over just yet, my friend. Oh, and they were looking for something on the side, but there's gonna be a spike there from Siskiy to keep him up in the air. Still catches landing.
Puede llevar hasta estar even, pero como se coma así bien, cuidado con esto que matan, mató.
Mata, que lo lleva.
Another fair here. Just catches him the PK freeze to cover any low recovery instead, but it recovers right in front of him. The forward smash is definitely going to do it.
Getting kind of close. I feel like the hard beat on the up smash would have done it, but the jab back air.
Oh, he managed to outmaneuver Raflo there.
I feel like we're seeing a lot of mix-ups coming out from Space. And the cool out with the up smash. That is a 3-0 to Space.
For more on players 30 through 11, head over to pgstats.com via the third link in the description below. Now, without further ado, your PGRU V3 Europe Top 10.
There it is, only one backer.
Oh my god.
Charge shot in. Oh, it's not looking good, Brexit.
No,
it's looking
what?
horrible.
This is the end.
This is it!
Stash attack.
Oh, and there it is! With a slide pop, and he's smiling, man.
Marcel Kwik Romagnuolo started his comeback from a short hiatus in 2021. He immediately reminded the world of just how his Samish can schmoove at his return to major competition at Let's Make Big Moves, where he put together a 9th place finish, only losing to Dabuz and Cola. Let's Make Big Moves was outside this ranking period, but it marked the start of a series of tournament attendances that helped Kwik reignite his fire for competition. Kwik strived this year to come back to the top of the rankings and prove how good he can be, and boy did he show how good he can play. A 7th place finish at Glory 2.0 in March, with losses to Tarik and Mr. R, only served as motivation. After Glory, Kwik didn't place below 2nd again until Datev Ultimate Series 3 in May. Kwik's season was defined by rivalries with 2 players standing in his way in Germany. Tarik, who finally broke through against Kwik at Glory, and Dark Thunder. Kwik's rivalry with Dark Thunder had its inception back at Kwik's return from hiatus in October 2021 at TGM Brawl Unlimited, a Game 10 last stock set that has defined the tone of their matchup ever since. If Kwik lost a tournament in that run of top 2 finishes between Glory and Datev 3, it was because he lost to Dark Thunder. Still, even at tournaments where Dark Thunder denied him glory, Kwik was able to pick up impressive wins, like at Rise of PPT where he took down Larry Lur. Kwik is not new to winning major European Smash tournaments, but prior to Smash Contest Dokumi 2022, he was yet to add to his trophy case in Smash Ultimate. At Germany's biggest major of the year, Kwik didn't just rectify that situation, he was also able to take down his 2 biggest German rivals, dispatching Dark Thunder and defeating Tarik twice, despite a bracket reset. Kwik may be 10th on the PGRU right now, but this is a mere snapshot of what he is capable of, and his current level of play just might be the best of his career.
This is a lot more doable now.
Definitely a lot more doable. We have got Siskiy here, finishing it off and quashing.
Super Semi is probably the best player in Europe who frequently flies under the radar. Only when he attends a tournament outside of the Netherlands are people reminded of how strong the current number 2 in the Dutch PR actually is. After a 4-month break, he began regularly attending events again in his home country in March, just as the PGRU season started, but ended his season early in May to focus on his studies and exams. Super Semi was able to pack some impressive results into this short time frame. He attended 5 national events, of which he won 2. He placed 2nd in another 2 and 3rd once, only ever losing to Mr. R and Space, aside from an unexpected early loss to YYZ. That, by the way, led to an 8-set losers run, ending in 2nd place against Mr. R at Esports Game Arena FNXL. His biggest rival in the Netherlands is Inkling player Space, with whom he ended the current season with an even set count of 3-3, but 1 out overall in terms of placements. Super Semi was also victorious when the 2 unfortunately met at his best overall and only out-of-country performance at Boss Battles for Glory in England. Aside from his fellow countrymen, Super Semi managed to defeat players like Tarik, Pelly, and Streaks, and ended up in 5th place, losing to Bloom Forever and Netox. You better keep your eyes on him, for Netherlands Younglink is ready to take sets off of the best players in Europe whenever he makes one of his rare out-of-country appearances.
Grab. Oh, stayed on Buster. Interest. Oh, I like. He stayed on Buster. He got rewarded for. He got a little bit extra damage in his reversal combo. Get the jump. Oh, I don't think he's dead.
He's.
Oh
no, he's dead. He's dead.
Okay.
Thomas Oyon Scalez is one of the players who has always been highly regarded in the European and world scenes. His consistency and regularity make him a solid competitive player and respected by his peers. Now able to travel more regularly thanks to his Oplon sponsorship, Oyon has been gradually able to pick up experience and improve his position on the European rankings. Oyon is considered best of his main wolf and also his secondary Dr. Mario by all of the French community thanks to his strong results. Oyon was able to push them to their best potential to allow him to force his opponents to their limits and cover as many matchups and playstyles as possible. His recent results show his consistency with 5th at Dos to Sell and 4th at Wanted Free Agent to go with his wins on iStudying, Tarik, Raflo, and Vince. Perhaps the most impressive result of the Oyon season though was his 13th place at Genesis 8, a placing he only attained after winning 5 straight sets in losers, including victories over Skittles, Gat, and Raflo. Oyon was just one of 3 Europeans in top 16 at Genesis 8, showing his well-deserved place in the upper ranks of the PGR EU.
Fish! Oh my god, he wants to smash attack and he wants it now.
He really, really does. Basically anything should kill soon. Streaks over. Unfortunate side B. Gets hard called out.
What would a European Smash power ranking be without the Dutch veteran Ramen, Mr. Ardelshad placing in its top ranks? And yet, Europe seemed to have started to doubt his status as one of the best players of the continent just a little after a few less impressive placements at the start of the year. That just turned out to be all the more reason for the Crom and Sheik co-main to prove them wrong, finishing in top 8 of every major tournament he entered while always outplacing his seed. Mr. R started his season with a 5th place at Glory 2.0, where he was double eliminated by French Roy player Flo. He immediately would get his revenge at Wanted S4C4, beating Flo and finishing with another 5th place. After winning 2 Dutch nationals, Mr. R finished the season with a 4th place at Boss Battles for Glory and a 7th place at Wanted S5C1. With wins on players like Super Semi, Kwik, Space, Owl Babies, Mezcool, and many more, the current number 1 of the Dutch PR has once again silenced his doubters and proven himself among the best in Europe. His bracket demon was French Lucas player Nitox, who beat him in both their encounters. Unfortunately, Mr. R is still unable to travel to the US due to visa complications. In the meantime, he aims to consistently place in top 3 at future European events and prove that he is still one of the best in the world.
Est-ce que c'est possible? Est-ce que Snake va trouver 50% maintenant? Tarik, il va trouver la solution, il peut mourir. Est-ce que c'est possible? Non, pour Caro.
As the highest placing German on the ranking, Tarik Fayazi comes in 6th place. The best pilot of both Greninja and Kazuya in the whole continent, Tarik continues to amaze the international crowds with his explosive punish game and patient neutral game. Tarik's season could be best described as almost flawless, with top 3 placements across the board at bigger tournaments, as well as wins against some of the best players in the world. He was nearly untouchable in Germany, including a 1st place finish at Arcadia Smash 2 and a 2nd place finish at Smash Contest Dokumi 2022, only losing to fellow top 10 member Kwik. He has also shown his potential in other European nations such as Spain, where he got 2nd at Glory 2.0, beating Raflo, Kwik, Pgru, and Leon. However, his list of wins does not stop there. He has beaten practically every German top player, including Kwik, True4, Entei, and Dark Thunder, while also beating plenty of other EU talent on his frequent visits to other countries. On top of his French victims mentioned earlier, Tarik has taken down many of the UK's best as well, including Emas, Owl Babies, and Curry Governor. While Tarik has claimed the title of highest ranking German on the PGRU EU for now, his rivalry with Kwik will be a storyline to look out for, as both fight for the spot as the best German representative in Europe and the world. Nassim Leon Laib boasts one of the longest careers in the French Smash scene. Long recognized as one of the best Marth players in Brawl, in Ultimate he chose to make a career with Lucina. That decision has paid off, as he was able to reach another career milestone last August when he joined Solari. His already impressive level of performance has only become stronger since. At last year's Vienna Challengers Arena, one of the year's final majors, he finished 3rd to Pelly and Gluttony. He picked up in 2022 where he left off in 2021, finishing 4th at Wanted Free Agent, 3rd at Glory 2.0 in Barcelona, and he ended the season by winning the Stunfest to finish on a high note. Leon was a constant at French events this season and picked up wins on just about every French top player, with a hit list that includes Neroz, Flo, Omika, Oyon, and Oji. He was able to get other wins on top European stars like Siskiy as well. After all this time, Leon remains one of France's most solid and consistent players. Even with new top-level competition like Raflo on the scene, Leon remains in the conversation for the title of the 2nd best in France behind Gluttony and should be considered a lock for any European rankings as long as he plays the game.
Toujours en let's trap. Là, encore une fois, Raflo s'est fait de fou.
When it comes to competition with Leon for the title of 2nd behind Gluttony in France, Arda Raflo Imrek is undoubtedly the best contender. Beginning his career in online tournaments, he gradually solidified himself by changing characters from Fox to Palutena, showing immense potential from an extremely early point in his career. He became the first French player to have knocked down Gluttony at a tournament of at least 100 players at Dojo number 7 in October 2021. Since then, he has only asserted his strength. His best results come at French regionals like Wanted Free Agent Edition and all 3 Dose 2 Cell monthlies, all of which he won, and Wanted All-Star where he finished second. He already has wins over the majority of French and European top players, a list that includes Leon, Mr. R, and Space. Recently, at King of Fields number 2, Raflo went on one of his best runs yet, beating Leon, Siskiy, Gluttony, and Meister before falling to MK Leo for second place. Despite the strength of the competition in France, Raflo has established himself as the country's second best player and a strong contender for Gluttony's throne.
Quite okay because Bloom is all stock ahead.
Left, right. Oh, the combo's getting worried, but he sends him up. Can he send him out? Bloom forever!
He triggered the grenades.
The tourney!
When Oliver Bloom Forever Alexander turned up to his first local in 2019 on his 14th birthday and beat one of the stronger players in his home region of East England, we all knew that he was on a path to greatness. But what caught everyone in the UK, and indeed Europe, off guard was just how great he would become. Whilst originally opting to play any character he felt like in bracket, Bloom made the decision during the pandemic to focus on Bayonetta as his main character, and he's gone from strength to strength since. Fast forward to today, and Bloom Forever is unquestionably the best player in the United Kingdom, despite some world-class competition. Despite winning nearly every tournament in the nation regardless of who was in attendance, Bloom was sometimes seen as untested by the rest of Europe, having never left the country to compete. Needless to say, his performances this season speak for themselves, winning boss battles undefeated with wins over established top contender Siskiy in both winners and grand finals. He also defeated Tarik and Lugi on his way to a first place finish at Invasion in April. But of course, we would be missing a crucial part of the story if we didn't mention Colossal. Whilst the event happened outside of this PGR season, Bloom got himself off to an incredible start for the PGRU V4 season at his very first out-of-country tournament, placing 4th out of over 1,000 entrants, being the highest placing European at the event and defeating the French hero Gluttony to get there. Whilst 3rd is an incredible placement in the eyes of many, know that Bloom Forever is aiming even higher next season, and it's within his grasp.
Twice, these bombs are doing so much work, and no one's the charge shot! The Siskiy special!
Yeah, he's been putting those further forward
now. That's a regrab, and that's gonna be the up tilt, and he gets it! Siskiy's in top 8!
How Siskiy Care, the world's best Dark Samus, continues his adventure to the top of Europe with a fantastic performance this season. Siskiy finished his strong 2021 with a lot of ambition to improve in 2022. He really wanted to work harder than he did last season, and he made sure to keep his word by improving and beating not only the best European players again, but also some new faces of the best Ultimate players from across the globe. Siskiy's resume is longer and more prestigious than the one from his breakout 2021 season. He started 2022 placing well at tournaments across the continent, eventually able to pick up a win at Wanted All-Star Edition in France in May. Along the way this season, he beat a huge list of great players, including Raflo, Oyon, Mr. E, Omika, Natoru, Blue Sky, OG, Emas, Flo, Noxumbra, and Trim. He also won some minor tournaments in Spain, but couldn't continue his dominance at the biggest Spanish tournament of the year, as he finished 9th at Glory 2.0. Despite the setback, Siskiy has proven to everyone that he has no limits, and it's only a matter of time until he gets his redemption at a major tournament in his home country. The biggest reason to believe in that forthcoming redemption is his amazing performance in North America. Siskiy earned not 1 but 2 top 12 placements in North American majors, taking 9th place at Genesis 8 with wins over Big D and MVD, and 7th place at Battle of BC4 with wins against ESAM and Cosmos. Victories and placements that clearly establish himself as one of Europe's greatest players. But no matter how much he improves, Siskiy's ambition will never wane, and he will strive to be the very best in Europe for the next season.
That one, that could have been the start of something insane. Yep, Nair 1 to 2, not a true combo, especially at 0%. You just don't go far enough away. Oh, Gluto starting it up.
Got the up throw up here.
Just need.
No way! That is it. Gluto wins Pound 2022.
Finally, William Gluttony Belaid remains once again the best European player. Despite a rather weak presence in French tournaments by his standards, the Frenchman has often travelled to the United States to shake majors across the Atlantic. The competition in Europe is increasing to the point where it isn't so rare that at a French tournament, Gluttony doesn't finish first. But Gluttony's results on the world stage left no doubt as his position as Europe's best player. After a 2021 that included his best ever international result with a second place finish at CEO 2021, Gluttony reached a new level in 2022. Not only did he become the first European player to take out the best in the world MK Leo, he also became the first to take down Spargo. His historic win at Pound 2022, as well as his second place at Genesis 8, show that Gluttony is stronger than ever. His recent results at North American majors show that despite the emergence of new challenges in Europe, Gluttony remains unquestionably the continent's strongest player. For the first time in Ultimate's history, Gluttony has a claim to be not only Europe's best, but one of the world's best. He may not quite be able to wrest that title from the likes of MK Leo or Spargo yet, but given how much he has improved in just the last 6 months, who's to say he stops here? Thanks for watching the reveal of the Pgru V3 Europe. The Pgru season continues later today with a reveal of the Pgru V3 North America Top 10. Gluttony is just one of a few eligible European players who travelled to North America enough to make both lists, so make sure to tune in to the channel this afternoon to see how he placed. And to keep up with everything Smash, European and around the world, subscribe to the channel now.